Great. Excellent. All right, call the meeting to order. In attendance, we have Judy Deutsch, Mary Longacre, Whitmore, and Dave Shampoo. Not attending as far as we know, Emily Molden, Ben Shampoo, and that's it, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, do we have a motion on acceptance of the agenda?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have no minutes from the last meeting to approve, so we can bypass that. No announcements, any announcement? No. Public discussion comment? No. Departmental request, anything? Anything?
No, not
Okay.
at the top.
Okay, let's move on to old business. 43A Union Street update. They've tried to get, I don't know, have you been following?
They were
Listen,
trying to get the garage taken down.
Well, it got turned down.
Got turned down.
And I brought up, I think you'd be interested in hearing I can find any notes here. I'm reading it, of course, I know I have it. Yeah, there's this Dana Zaloon, she lives right around the corner.
Yes, I know her husband very well.
Just got home from the HDC meeting and the board unanimously denied the application for the demo removal of the garage. It was denied on the findings that its removal would destroy the historic look and feel of the street. Liz Coffin recounted how she had been walking past that single garage since she was 8. And how thoughtfully it was constructed with the windows and doors and inset doors. Dana discussed the root system of the tree being severely damaged by the jackhammering the concrete slab to remove it. As a result, tonight's decision, the architect angrily admitted that they cannot build a house that they were approved to build without removing that garage. She vows that they will appeal. Their big mistake was to apply for the new house without including the demo of the garage. I just don't know how they got approved in the first place.
What I am upset at, if we deny something, we need to be stood behind because we're doing it for the right reason. It's not on a personal level.
Yep.
It's for the right reason of what makes Nantucket special.
Did we already have a hearing on that?
There was never applied. They've never applied to have it removed. It's building thing, that's going to damage the tree itself, and we've been pushing it. I mean, the first rendition of the thing that I got up, it was a ZBA meeting. They were applying. What they wanted to do was be able to use the setback that the garage has, and they were gonna build a full foundation under this thing. And you can imagine what that would have done to the roof. So I got up and spoke my piece. And anyway, that got turned down. They wouldn't allow a variance on it. So we say that. But then the owner comes up with this idea of using helicoidals. Drilling in the ground and
with Saber Tree as their backup, the company Saber Tree.
Right.
If you call yourself Saber Tree, why are you willing to stand up and say we can use helicoil?
Right.
Well,
this winter they went in and did some digging. You might have noticed. I don't know if you noticed the hay that they put over to kind of cover up what they did. But I think, because I never heard anything from anybody on that after that was done. And my guess is they hit big time roots.
Only downside to it, we can't tell them to get off private property. That's the downside. historically, we've planted town trees on our private property.
Oh, yeah, and that's one of them.
And
Yeah.
that's one I've maintained for
Yeah,
my
oh, yeah.
30 years of doing it.
And it's a healthy tree.
Oh,
They're extremely.
I went back.
You don't see them heal at this age, heal as fast as this tree is doing.
Yeah.
It's doing very well.
Anyway, so let me just continue with the reading of the thing. So for now, the board in this, while they could not overturn the approval to build, which I think they would like to do, it's put the final nail in the coffin, courtesy of Liz. I think a letter from you to the HDC would be most helpful. The architect claimed that Dale was in favor of the building.
Nope. Nope.
You know.
Somebody using my name in
Oh, yeah. I mean,
dishonesty.
It
I've never even talked to an architect.
Yep. You know, this is false and said so. It was a heated discussion to say the least. Well, me and you questions. Then this is the letter that they wrote to the Board of Select. I'm writing in the hope that you will uphold the unanimous decision made by the HDC at their October 1st meeting. And they just go on. I'm a butter to the property and attendance of the meeting, and other neighbors was all the people that were in attendance. I appreciate and agree with the HDC members' careful review, and basically they're encouraging the Board of Select to uphold the thing. But I'm sure this guy's going to go. He'll take it to court. No, he will. But anyway, I think we're safe for now.
Well, we should still be
But-
prepared to submit a letter.
Yeah, and we should keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the I should too, but obviously I will. But you're better at it than I am.
I pulled away from that though, so.
Well, no, but I mean, you keep an eye on what's on their agenda. You know, I suppose we'll hear from Dana anyway, when that's coming up. If it comes up at all. I know it's gonna come up. So, anyway.
Yeah, there's a letter to the editor of today's paper about, I think it was one of the neighbors just being in favor of saving the garage and the look of the area and the whole thing.
No, good.
It was a good letter.
Yep, good. So I think we're, particularly with the HDC, I think I like the word traction, that we're, our tree agenda in town is finally getting traction with the other entities.
But what the selectmen need to understand, if you open this can of worms, and if once they start crawling out, you're not getting them back in.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and
We need to keep the can closed.
yeah, these precedents of it's just anyway. So that's where we stand with 43A Union Street. Let's see if I wanted to bring up in between. Well, I'll think of it anyway. Let's just go on what I've got on the agenda for now. Anything on stump grinding?
I'm marking things out now, and I'm gonna get them to Sam, and we can get in, because I got a couple of plans I want to get done.
So the contract's been let up.
It's been signed.
Good. So if we don't
I got-
get fall planting done, then that's the next.
I got 4 small cherries coming in because of the way the sidewalk is set up now. I have to do potted cherry trees.
Yeah.
But they'll grow rapid enough
Sure.
to where they'll catch within a few years. You won't know they was a potted tree, you think they're gonna be and be.
Yeah.
So,
You rough up the root system and those things so that, sometimes they come through kind of.
compact, yeah.
Just to hear about that. Any other fall planting going on?
Oh, we got an elm we're gonna plant back in the front of right by, we got a beautiful elm, we planted a nice elm on Main Street. We got another elm we're gonna plant, sidewalk.
Center Street.
Right, by the
Center
Rogers
Street,
office.
yes.
Right, the Rogers office.
Yeah. One tree, I think I'm gonna mix in another, Eastern Redbud, because it's gonna be right underneath that big elm. So Eastern Redbud will fit right there, but away from that, I can put an elm there. I hate to do it that way, but there's 2 spots, and I'd like to get 2 trees back in the tree.
Yes. The other redbud, just planted.
They do well on the story, so that would definitely go to Ace and Redbud on that, on one side.
Now, since we're in that, let's talk about, we're in that neck of the woods there on Center Street. What's going on in back of Seven Seas? Are we getting anywhere with Vanessa Noel on that?
We almost stay out of it because they have let somebody say that this tree is not down, and because of that, it's at a standstill.
Yeah.
So the person that claimed the tree is not down, I think they should take responsibility for something else.
Well, she's claiming it's hers and won't allow the town to do it.
Well, Rhoda Wyman said the tree is healthy.
No comment.
So
Yeah, one part of it is.
and that's not even healthy. If you look at the base, we got mushroom growing on that side. So I'm willing to let it go, let it do what it does.
Yeah, well, it's ridiculous. That tree's gonna kill somebody.
Yes.
Which tree is this now?
Behind Seven Seas, the old Seven Seas gift shop building, right at the corner of
Seven Seas.
Hussey and, is that Hussey? Hussey, no. So,
No,
Quince.
Quince.
going down.
That one in the back there?
Yeah.
Behind Seven Seas?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think there's 3 trees I want to plant on Center Street, one by the hotel that I planted. I made a mistake, one of the few mistakes, my few planting mistakes. But I planted a lace bark elm. I only just hold the leaves too long.
Yep.
And that's a hard tree to prune to get some air circulation to it. So
Yep.
we lost that one, we're gonna replace that one. So we got 3 trees on one side. The one by the Roberts house, not happening. How much stone dust?
16 inches
Yeah.
So I'm not, I can't get in there.
under the brick, 16 inches. of
16 inches
stone
under the bricks.
Yeah.
Of stone dust.
dust. Like processed, it's all like
Yeah.
a quarter to half inch pebble. And
And I asked the guys, I said, listen, why did y'all do this? They said, it's like, this is what Rob demanded. So now I can't plant a tree where a beautiful tree were.
Yeah.
Because of the stone dust is just
It's too hot.
too high.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about bottom of Maine?
No, we should.
We replanting that one, that hybrid we took down by
Oh, that was was that a?
the Princeton. It was one of the,
Princeton?
yeah, one of them weak park Princetons.
Yeah.
And I like what they've done at Princeton's now. They've changed them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
The structure. they've changed a
I mean,
little bit. I'm just in favor of that New Harmony though.
Yep.
I'm in
Yep.
favor of that one over the Princeton. But if either one of them I would take, but if I got a choice to take one Princeton, it'd be the New Harmony. I like the growth pattern of it.
speaking of that, that's what I wanted to talk about is, that's not on the agenda, but the planting is coming up for the trees on Hooper Farm Road.
I would like to rather not see them guide unless they.
No, we're not guiding.
Okay,
Eddie, Chacon is gonna do the planting,
okay.
because they're gonna do some other planting around the corner.
Yeah.
Where their trees for their little association got cut down when they moved that house.
So are they gonna plant them flat to the ground, or are they gonna leave them, because there's no landscape plantings are kind of weird now lately. They kind of pitch around them out of the ground a little bit.
Yeah, well, plant them high and they thrive. How does that go? Plant them high, plant them low and it's a no-go or something like that.
Well, I'm not talking about the stem of that, just to the top of the root ball.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. Yeah,
And right to the flare.
Yeah.
I'm for that, but
This new way of they
I
planting
know,
trees,
I
man,
know.
it's the craziest thing I've ever
I
seen.
know.
And then you wonder why you get roots that run.
That's actually an agriculture recommendation to plant them like that.
Well, this is gonna have to just
Yeah.
give me an F. 'Cause I don't get it.
Because,
Over time, they'll settle.
yeah, but, yeah. So, trees are coming, and we've got New Harmonies coming.
Yes, okay, yeah.
There. Have you seen the locations? I put some.
Yep, I did see the location.
That's good.
Marty, Marty used to work for the wastewater treatment, number 39. It was Star's old property on Hooper Farm. Dick Starr's brother, Lionel Starr's brother.
Hooper Farm?
Yeah.
It's like that line, but
No, it was his brother's house though. On Hooper Farm, number 39 Hooper Farm. There's a ash and there's a elm in the front yard. We planted the ash in there.
okay, yeah.
Anyway, they subdivided the lot.
Yep.
On that property, and they need to get a 1-story house. The ash is in terrible shape. It's in terrible shape. The elm is in just great. It's one
Yeah.
of the hybrids.
I'll have a look. I'll have a
It
look.
was number 30. What was that?
Well, I'll know what.
Dick Starr's house. Lionel Starr's brother. Richard Starr's father.
Yeah.
It's right across from Jim's place.
Okay, it's across the street.
Yes, across the street,
Okay.
number 39.
Okay,
But 39 isn't that, where, what's the address where they're planting the tree?
39.
It is.
that's it.
Yeah, just across the street from there.
Oh, it's across the street.
Across the street from there. On the left-hand side.
So it's like
So
40,
38 is.
38 or 40.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm trying to picture the ash. You have it on there?
This is the elm at 38.
Okay, that's the property right there.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
property.
Okay,
But there's an ash across from that.
Yeah.
okay.
It's in terrible shape.
Was that our,
It was ours.
okay,
It was one of
But
ours.
I think when I was taking
Did I-
pictures, I actually talked to them. and they
Marty.
said that you disclaimed ownership of that other tree.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
So they gonna have to get a house through there. So I'm willing to take a branch off of it. And because it's in such bad shape, it's not coming back this way.
yes, yeah,
We'll look at it tomorrow for sure.
yeah, I'll have a look too.
And see what we can do, but the elm is not going anywhere.
Yeah,
The elm is in good shape. We're
Okay.
getting, probably, I mean,
Yeah.
again, I got help now, so we can get a lot done.
Yeah.
We can get a lot of hybrids and a lot of big elms going. We can really throw some numbers behind some elm work this winter.
Yep.
And,
November 1st is the opening of the window for tree work.
I usually go to the 20th.
November 20th?
I usually go to the 20th. I usually push it a little bit farther because we're a little bit warmer than everybody else. But most communities can go to the 1st. I usually push it at least to the 20th.
Now, is that a state law, a local law, just a?
Well, the state recommend.
Yeah.
The state recommend you wait till the first deep frost,
January.
you know.
Yeah, if at all. Right.
But the way things going, I mean, I think we may be able to get it a little bit early, but I don't want to start opening up. Okay, I'm not going to do something before the 20th, and I tell everybody else they have to wait till.
Sure.
So it's,
You know, so
I
it's been a
have
practice.
town.
It's been a practice that I've participated in, and I will not start animals until at least the 20th. You can probably get away with the 1st, but I think there's still this weekend's supposed to be 70 degrees.
Yep.
So all the insects that go down, they say, "Whoa, let me come back up."
Yep.
You know, and you got an elm,
Yeah.
you got a hybrid, so
Yeah, I have a lace bar.
you got a lace bar. Okay.
So, but I was like.
Get it thinned
you
out.
know, I'm on the tree committee. I gotta make sure I do this
Yeah,
right.
get it thinned out because they catch wind and they don't drop leaves.
Well, this is a tiny tree.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is pruning for the future.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Okay.
It's got 3 trunks.
Yeah.
one in
And that not taking the word from Will, but that choke cherry, don't put too much into it.
Oh, no,
It's full of black knot.
it's not my tree.
You know, that choke cherry is full of black knot. I mean, it's been choked to death in it.
No, I already asked the community, can we remove this? And they're
Yeah.
like, well, we don't know if it's ours.
It's a weed.
Yeah.
It's not even a big weed, but it's a weed. So I would like to see that put on the invasive list too.
But is it native? It's not a native?
I don't know if it's native. I don't think it's native.
What's that?
Choke
Choke
black
cherries.
black cherry.
Black cherries, that's native.
Yeah.
It's native?
Yeah, so it can't be invasive.
Oh, they native. They invasive.
Oh, yeah, they're very prolific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see things all the time.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm pretty sure that was a native tree.
Okay.
I can't imagine it was. I can't imagine anybody wanting to plant something like that.
yeah. So,
But a tree is a tree here.
Yeah,
Sure.
and we need them.
All right, so, then the other thing I've got is the 126 Main. Has that sewer been, have they done the sewer work there yet?
No, I saw the guys cleaning around the tree today and I stopped and I said, any cut in? They said, no.
And now I talked to Jim, Cook, he, because we directed,
Chip,
Chip, to contact Bartlett to do the maintenance on the tree.
Yeah.
At least the fertilization.
Yep.
And, he never did.
So somebody need to reach out to
Yeah,
Chip.
I will. I just wanted to run that by, just.
Because I guess him and his association own that, him and his group, whoever it is, they own that.
But they haven't done the sewer hookup yet.
No, they're getting ready to do this other
Okay,
so.
so I'd like them, Bartlett, to get in after that happens.
Yeah.
Because it won't help much if somebody.
And I hope they're gonna use the driveway to the left of the house to get to the back when they
I
start.
hope so too.
That we can, it's time to get them off that root system.
For sure. I mean,
So-
but I'm sure it's just the opposite.
Yeah.
So I'll find that out too, but, yeah, so they haven't done anything there yet. I'll get on them.
Okay.
Do we do anything like put up caution tape to protect the root zone?
Do it. Yeah, I mean, it's,
Hey,
I think the sewer is gonna be, of course, that's,
it's coming out in front of the house. I met the guy the other day. It's coming out in front of the house.
yeah, so
Yeah, we were away from it.
and that's an existing house anyway. They didn't move, did they move that?
No,
They lifted it up.
They lifted it up. So the guy that's do all the house move, he called me up if there's a twig on the ground. No, the guy in the wheelchair there. Yeah, he's really proactive about giving me a call before anything is done.
Yeah, good.
And
Learned his lesson.
I'm glad we've gotten that.
Yep.
That communication with
Yep.
some of these guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
What is his
he did-
name?
Warren, that's all I know.
Warren, or,
Warren Art.
ARD, yeah, he's nice, I've spoken with him.
Nice guy, I mean, nice guy, you know.
Very nice
You know,
guy.
I mean, it took a minute to get him, I think it was more of getting his sister reined in than getting him reined in.
Yeah.
He realized what he could lose by not. And the only thing we need to do is get Barrett on that same,
good luck with that.
same groove table. You know? So,
All right, got anything else?
other than the plantings and pruning list that we're gonna start coming up with and how we gonna do them, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. You know, we will pick out the worst of the worst to go and get that knocked down for the winter. And we'll have a list hopefully by the time we come up with the next tree meeting.
Mhm.
And we can have a list of how we're gonna start doing the prunings.
Yep.
But they need to be done. I got an extra guy now
Yep.
that got some energy, which is good.
I can't believe how good those elms look in front of Murray's Toggery now.
Somebody wanted to cut them down and somebody said, no, let me. They look really good. Matter of fact, I'm getting complaints about them. I gotta get.
No, talk about coming back from the dead.
Yeah, they was, we haven't done anything to them, but just that took the top out of
Yep, just needed to be.
them. Just topped them pretty good. Because we was talking about putting them on the agenda to remove.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we need to keep in mind that one across on Main Street is struggling bad. In the front of the looms, I think it is now, right?
Yeah. One of the original, right, or not original, but.
No, I mean, it's one of the older one on that end of Main Street. You know, so.
Is this just down from Murray's?
Across the street, it's right down from the insurance company on the left, on the right-hand side, it's going up Main.
Because I've noticed something on the, down from Murray's, the same side, I don't know, just flagging or
You won't see no flagging this time of year.
Okay,
You
wow,
won't-
it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Up in the top, one of those trees, and I'm not sure what it is, but sort of the right side hanging over the street, a lot of dead wood, or I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of impact. I monitor them trees pretty good, so flagging is not my big issue now. It would be, and one day I'll show you how to check for Dutch elm disease.
Yeah. I've got a picture here, but it doesn't really show much. It's up here, so that's looking safe from the hub.
That's a pear tree. No, what is that? Oh, that's a Zell Cobra. That's fine. That's a Zell Cobra. Elms, you don't usually see elms turn red.
That's like the farm.
Yeah, you don't usually see elms turn red.
Yeah, they have a.
Elms don't turn red. That's a Zell Cobra.
Okay, no, I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a lot of dieback at one side of that. Tree looking up Main Street on the.
Yeah, I've pruned that last winter, and she's still struggling a little bit.
All right, well. We'll, second Thursday of the month.
Yeah, so we want to change the meeting date to the 14th.
Okay.
Just for the one month.
Yeah, I got a conflict on the third Thursday, so I can't, so.
And any thoughts on steamship planning or?
That's something I'm gonna have to sit down, we're gonna have to sit down and we need to get that on the agenda so we can come up with a plan. I think we need something that's gonna be able to deal with salt water.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about planting 1,000 trees, but I mean, cherry, the best thing I know for salt water. The oaks haven't done too bad down there.
Well, the kindred spirit should do just fine. If we use kindred spirits, I think it's the tree from the future down there.
So,
And that's a swamp white in a English oak.
yeah. So, I mean, let's bring that conversation up at the next meeting, so we can at least get it on.
And I just want to keep the conversation
Get it on
going.
the agenda,
Plan. And then Mary, that house near you, that sort of one-story ranch, would we approach the owner? On Pleasant there, get the number. Might just be a
Oh,
great,
on the corner of South Mill?
yeah,
I would love to see trees go back there.
yeah, it just be a great spot.
Where's this?
The corner of South Mill and Pleasant Street, they used to have like a plum and a cherry.
It's
and-
Bernie.
Yeah, who owned that now?
And I think that the daughter still owns it, I think. I haven't seen it change hands.
Yeah, it was Bernie's old place. wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be a great place to plant some, those trees that are in that yard were decrepit.
Bad.
but yeah, it's just crying out for a couple of trees in
Yeah.
there.
But whether the owner will let you.
Yeah, no, it just, maybe Mary can reach out or somebody.
Okay,
And we talk about the planting back in the town park lot whenever that is done. Silver Street parking lot.
oh, yeah.
We talk about it.
But there's still work.
Yeah, but that's only two places we can get a tree back.
Right.
That's that's you coming out right there.
Right.
Because you plant with another tree that came down, it's gonna get right in the wire, you didn't butcher it.
Yeah.
It's just not, there's only two places. I think we can get 2 trees in it,
Yeah, good.
you know?
Yeah.
I think we get 2 trees into that, right in that corner.
That elm, did the other, that elm that got planted, did we plant that?
Yes, you planted, that was. that was
Closer to
one that-
Kimbrough's house?
Yeah, that split out,
That split up.
that split out.
That tree, boy, it got big.
Yeah,
On the hill, but they butchered it all the time. They said what caused it was because it got put to one side.
Yeah.
And all the weight was on that one side.
yeah.
And just,
It was on that grade too.
yeah, and that was a tough grade. I wouldn't put a tree back there, but only because of the wires. And it just gonna get there and get butchered. So as you turn in the corner,
Yeah,
there's a
coming
spot,
into the parking. lot.
there's a spot for
right
2
there.
trees away from the
Yeah,
wires,
yeah.
you know, I mean, it
Unless
would,
unless you plant something lower, it won't get into the trees, just along the street,
I don't know, we gotta come over with a plan, we
Yeah.
definitely gotta come over with a plan.
because it would be nice to shield that parking lot a little bit, you know?
Yeah, but what are you gonna get that's gonna shield it, that's gonna stay low enough for to shield it, I don't know, we get something we ought to put on the conversation list.
Something's gonna stay cherries or
Hey,
something.
I'm in my career, other than South Water Street, I've never planted another cherry tree.
Okay.
Other than South Water, that's
No, I'm
it.
just
Only
using that
because
as
that
an
tree has
example,
been,
just using that as an example of size.
that cherry tree can get really tall.
Mm.
But, I mean, other than South Water, I've never planted another tree. So,
There's more longer oaks.
It wouldn't be, that wouldn't be a good spot for a slow the road, that parking lot.
Yeah.
good job.
For steep trajectory.
Yeah.
So,
So,
how about Pleasant Street, the Phelan property? What's going on with that? You know, there's a.
I have not heard anything.
There's-
That's would be, that conversation won't come up until the bike path conversation come up.
Right, right.
There's no need to take them down before then replant. Then they gotta come down
Well,
again.
the brother doesn't want to take down his, you know, or he plants the begonia, the tuberous begonia. You ever see the plant that he plants in one of the?
And one of the trees trunks, yeah.
Right.
He was having some, he didn't make it up this year, he was having some issues.
Well, there's an obituary today of Mrs. Phelan.
Yeah, there must be.
81, I don't know if she was part of the family.
Probably his sister, or maybe his wife. I don't know. Don't know, one of the wives maybe. Because they're about that age.
Yes, they're about that age.
It's a great property though.
Oh, it's beautiful property.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing will ever happen to that. I mean, it'll stay the same for.
Yeah,
Not this stage, the
And they-
same one that talked
Yeah,
to.
but they get it. They get it, I think.
and is there a plan for a bike path along there?
Some kind of.
Sidewalk
So
anyway.
there's gonna be a pilot that's just gonna be on the street to test a one-way, street between Williams Lane and Five Corners. So they can strike a bike path on the rest of the pavement. And depending on how that goes, then that may be the recommended.
Well, that's only a
alternative.
tough one.
If not, then we have to look at widening.
Mhm.
So,
It'd be a disaster.
so there's
one
not a
way or the
plan
other.
yet, but there's a pilot.
That's a tight area. I mean, I'm in favor of it, but it's gonna be a tough one to work out. Yeah.
Force a lot of traffic onto Atlantic Ave.
Yeah,
People circling back.
Be a nightmare. Yeah, it's just gonna shift traffic someplace else.
I mean, there's no more shortcuts as it is in July, so they're just gonna swamp things up really bad.
Yeah,
So-
Pleasant Street's gonna be one way for a while this winter. I'm not sure, is it related to that, Mary, or?
But, if you're talking about between Five Corners and Williams Lane, after they finish the sewer work, then they're gonna do the bike path pilot, where it's gonna be one way for that stretch.
So that
But the
might be-
sewer work is a whole nother, traffic.
There's a
So
headline.
it's going, so it'll be one way from,
From Williams Lane to Five Corners.
oh, okay.
In fact.
Input.
Because they're talking Pleasant Street going one way, and I don't know if it's related to the sewer work. I just read the headline in the paper today, so. I
Yeah,
didn't-
it's two different things. So after the sewer work, then the bike path pilot.
Yeah, so this must be related to some of the work that's going on.
Damn, that's gonna screw up my shortcut.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. It's the only good shortcut left in town.
Fastest.
Well, we're being recorded, Dave, so don't say what it is.
We'll still maintain the status. All right. Worcester
Oh, I have a
Polytech
question
is
for-
starting on Monday.
Yeah, I have a question for Dan. So with the new tree tags, are you leaving the old ones in place?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I'm not taking them.
Because that way, any reference to those old numbers,
Yeah.
you can still say that's the tree that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, so.
Nothing's been stolen yet?
No, no,
No.
no, no, no.
Well, so far.
Good.
You see the list I sent you the other day, Mary?
Yeah, it's a big list.
It's very interesting. I sent you that 2017. I was digging through trying to find Will's information, so we pull stuff together for the WPI students, and I came across that. And I was like, what's this? It dates back to when things were sprayed in the 50s and fertilized. And it must have been a lot of old handwritten records that were.
Yeah, well, it was,
I think my daughter-
it was all in the index cards.
My daughter did all that.
Yeah.
My daughter.
She
did that.
transferred all.
When she worked out here. Right.
Dad project.
Yeah, no, the Rob project.
Right, yeah.
I spoke with him today about, I was talking to him about honeybees.
Rob's still around?
No, I mean, he's on the Cape. I just happened to, I knew he was a honeybee keeper, so I was kind of gloating about my success this year. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hi.
I don't want to talk to him that often.
Just putting the bee in your bonnet there.
But yeah, I was just gloating about my success this year. Very successful honey year.
Yep.
Well, I think we're in good shape.
Yep, good. All right, we got a motion for adjournment. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. See ya. Second Thursday of the month.
Good news from Josh, so